Hello, today I will be addressing the age-old question that we have been wondering about for so long. With the help of origami, would China have been able to defeat Britain in the Opium Wars? Now, to give some context here, the Opium Wars were a series of conflicts between Great Britain and China during approximately the 1830s to 1840s about the trading of opium. Now, during this time, Britain was at a huge trade disadvantage with China. Chinese goods were in high demand in British markets, while British goods were in any demand in Chinese markets. And the British, being the global superpower they were at the time, did not like this very much. So they said, how do we manage to profit off of the Chinese? And they had the bright idea to say, hey, here's opium, a hard drug that if we ship to China, they'll get addicted. And it worked. The Chinese people loved opium. They loved it so much that it soon became a massive problem. And the Chinese government said, hey, you're poisoning our people. This is pretty bad. We're going to need to do something about it. So they tried to prohibit the trade of opium into their own country. However, the British, seeing that this would lose them a substantial amount of money, said no. And eventually this led to fighting the Opium Wars. And China lost miserably. Now, why? Because prior to this period, the industrial era, Britain had become absolutely stacked, being the center of innovation and new industrial technologies. They had better guns, better ships, better everything. And China, being ruled by conservative leaders, did not have any advancements to warfare at all, being stuck in the past, and ultimately got absolutely slammed. Now, where does origami play into this? It's just a sheet of paper, you might say. There's nothing about this that could even help China stand a single sliver of a chance against Britain. But what they don't tell you is that origami in Japan the complexity of it led to revolutionary ideas in medicine, engineering, architecture, and other fields. So in other words, if China had just adopted this advanced tech early on, they would have stood a chance against Great Britain and not have their country be absolutely imperialized for the next couple of years. So this is why origami would have caused China to win the Opium Wars. Thank you.